Let's just talk about this. Okay, I'm ready for this. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. And today, basically, this is a follow-up to MatPat's video. Basically, I'll TLDR it. I had a schedule. MatPat releases video. I watched. I react to it. And well, MatPat was talking about the tales from the Pizzaplex books, the stories that I one haven't finished. Well, I'm now tackling the main title now, and two, I was supposed to make a theory about it, but I decided to let's see what he has. I watched the video, and yeah, he blew my theories out of the park. The Fraility and Lally's game theories, yeah, they blew mine out of the park. But there was one story that he doesn't really talk a lot more of. And I think for good intentions. I mean, I don't blame him. And it was Under Construction. The story of how Maya, our main protagonist, basically kind of broke the rules on her birthday. She went to this game, this AR machine, which is, as the book implies, under construction. Maya puts it on, puts the headset on, goes through her AR wonderland, and she had her birthday. That's nice, wonderful. It's beautiful. So far, so good. And then the rest of the story just hits you in the guts and pulls your heart. So after the birthday party, and I can't even say this without trying to make it funny, and it's really not funny, so I'm just gonna say it without even looking at the camera. One by one, Maya's friends, family, loved ones, basically everyone in the world was hit with a massive case of cancer, like everyone in the entire world. Men, women, and children received cancer cases. And Maya was the only one, around, where she goes house to house, treating her friends and family. And then in the story, it's like the whole world got hit. Like, there was barely anyone left at this point. And Maya was, well, Grant would probably say she's dead, but the book just states that, Maya didn't die, or she is dead, but she just got swallowed by translucent goo babies. So already from that thing, you could say that why Under Construction was not exactly a story many people would think of. I mean, how does we go from haunted animatronics to basically the third story of the new book saying that the entire world got hit with cancer? And I mean, MatPat did kind of touch upon it. He did say that the book is hintingly replied that none of this actually happened. The world didn't get hit with cancer, and it was all in Maya's head. Like, Maya is now trapped in the AR machine, and the story is taking place in her mind. And I mean, sure. I mean, if it means that no one will read Under Construction, then yeah, I mean, I guess good job. Thank you. But I decided to read Under Construction again. And it was just as painful as the last time. Well, not painful. I'm not saying it's a bad story, but let's just say I was emotional during the first week I read it. But anyways, I will like to toss my theory in the ring. That everything that happened Under Construction never really happened. or more like not happen the way it was told. I'm gonna just go out and say it. This story represents Vanessa. Maya is Vanessa, and we're basically seeing a symbolic representation of her voice cracked, that this is Vanessa's mind, like being corrupted by Glitchtrap's influence. You don't believe me? Well, let me show you the way. So let's start this theory the way it should be started. I want to talk about exactly the machine itself. So basically, this is an AR machine, but it requires a headset. Now, I might not be the smartest when it comes to technology, but I think I know the difference between an augmented reality and a virtual reality. And almost every till not, but almost every time, the virtual reality requires a headset. And ARs are essentially just the phones. Now, we could just sit here all day and discuss what place, like where in the future security breach takes in, but that's not what's important. I want to mainly focus on the headset itself. Because that's something specific to call out, because where else do we know of a headset? Oh yeah, the entire premise of FNAF VR Help Wanted. The introduction game, the game that introduces malware or glitch trap. Basically a part of remnant of William Afton who is down there in HE double hockey stick. Okay, Glitch Trap and William Afton are not the same person. I'm not saying William Afton literally dug himself out of HE double hockey stick. I'm pretty sure he's still down there. Is what I would like to say, if not a burn trap. Look, I'm not. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Okay, that's a huge lot of worms, and my head is all burnt out with FNAF. But really think about this: a VR headset, a headset, and notice how Maya, like, this was pointed out in the book that she didn't took notice of it at first because ever since of what happened with her friends and family, but her head's been hurting, especially a certain placement, the place where where the VR headset was on. Now, obviously, I can't really confirm this is supposed to represent Vanessa holding her head or talking about her head's hurting. But it's interesting to point out that Vanessa had to be corrupted somehow. She had to have glitch trap on her head, so she most definitely would have, at one point or another, have the VR headset be placed on her. That's where she would become a reluctant follower to glitch trap. So, there's that. And also, I do want to call out this: the bizarre plot armor that Maya had. I and I don't want to make joke about this, but everyone in the story had cancer. Men, women, children, they been having cancer. Except for Maya, who seems to be invulnerable. Now, I could chalk this up by, oh, she's the main character, so she gets the plot armor. It's one thing if, you're the last of your family to having this. But when the entire world gets it and you're still fine, then I'm smelling suspicious. But if we're taking into account that by this theory that this is all Vanessa's head, then the literal world around her dying of cancer, that's her world crumbling down, like her subconscious crumbling down as it's being corrupted by glitch trap. Maya's friends and family slowly dying by cancer, it could just be a symbolic representation of the family and friendship ties of Vanessa being killed away by Glitchtrap. And I mean, like, yeah, I mean, it seems certainty, but there's also one thing. There's also, like, those transparent babies. Trust me, I know that's weird. But we could also chalk that up to basically being Vanessa, those black rabbit gooey, from the Princess Quest minigames. That seems about it. And last but not least, there was one survivor other than Maya. An evil old man. Like, he is straight up evil. Heck, I'm pretty sure the story talks about how that man basically kicked a dog. What other evil person we know from FNAF that is evil, possibly old, seems to somewhat be immortal, and may or may not be responsible for a certain incident regarding a dog? Come on, guys. It's William Afton. William Afton, Springtrap, Scraptrap, whatever. Of course, Glitchtrap will not be affected by all this because he's the one who started it. I'm not saying the old man started this whole thing, but the old man is supposed to. The old man seems to represent William Afton because, of course, he's not going to get infected by his own virus. So, yeah. Like, I feel like in some way, in parts, I feel like Maya's story is supposed to represent Vanessa's story. A story of Vanessa, who was once, a somewhat, I don't know, like a kind woman, I believe. I don't know, I don't know her past life, but, trying to live her life. The next, she's now been corrupted by Glitchtrap, and now she's forced to become Vanny. Was going to be the main antagonist of Security Breach before William Afton somehow returned. Honestly, I just hope that. Honestly, I know I'm saying that the Under Construction sounds like a bad story, even though in my review I said it wasn't. It was, a good story. It is. It's just that I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, guys, I feel like that's the episode. That's where I'm gonna leave things off. So comment down below. Do you think that Under Construction is representing Vanessa? Like the video so I know that you enjoy this theory. Comment down below what you want me to react to next or what you want me to do. We're trying to take requests. And oh yeah, subscribe, turn on the notification, and ring the bell. So that way I know you guys know the next video is coming out. And oh yeah, make sure you check out my last video. I did a theory about Poppy Playtime. Right near. Tragic Story of Stella Graver, 3 Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 theories. So yeah, you can check that out in the channel. But anyways, this is OneGamer54, signing off.